have oh my god. You know I love my playing Tarzan in the morning. Anything relating to like Tarzan or classical music, you'll hear me playing that first thing in the morning, okay? But listen, the Lord told me something early this morning. It motivated me, okay? It motivated me. And he wants me to post. And he said, continue, okay? So he said, you are unstoppable. He said, you are unstoppable. And then he said, continue, okay? And this is for whoever needs to hear this word. You are unstoppable, continue. And I want to just say something to you guys. How much times do we end up being put in situations where we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came. Had I not came, this wouldn't have happened. Had I not done this, this wouldn't have happened. Had I not shown up, this wouldn't have happened. Oftentimes when we have to do something, we think to ourselves it's not going to work out, or we think to ourselves, oh, my head hurts, or I'm not in the mood, or I don't want to do this, so there's no point in me going. But then oftentimes it's when we get to the actual destination of where we're supposed to be, or where God needs us to be, where something actually happens, and then it's like, whoa, my headache's gone, or whoa, I don't feel sick no more, or you get what I'm saying? That oftentimes happens sometimes. Sometimes it's like, okay, I'm supposed to go to the gym and I don't feel good. I don't feel like going because I don't feel good. I may have been fighting some crazy warfare last night, and then I end up going to the gym and I end up, start working out, and I'm like, wow, my headache's gone, or my nausea is gone. You see what I'm saying? And had I not gone, I would have been stuck with the nausea and headache maybe for half of the whole day, or maybe the whole day. You get what I'm saying? So the point of me saying this is God is saying, how is he supposed to show wonders in your life if you don't even show up? If you don't even show up. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I understand that there may be certain things that you're feeling and certain things that may be going on, but God says he needs you to show up. He knows what he's going to do. He knows what type of doors he's opening. There's anointed doors that are opening for many people, but he needs you to be able to get up and actually get to where he needs you to get to show up. Okay? That's all he needs you to do, is to show up. That's it. It's like he can help you, give you the tools to be able to be successful in whatever area, whatever it is you're doing, but you got to show up. If you're starting a business and you want to start a business and you're like, God, I want to start a business, but every time I try to work on my website, or every time I try to, take out this book and try to read, I get nauseated, or I feel like I'm drained and I just want to give up. I don't want to go through that. Show up. Get the book out and start reading. Show up. Get on the website and start doing some things. Start playing around with it to get to know it. You see what I'm saying? Show up. Take out that laptop and start writing. You see what I mean? Or take out that book and pen and start writing. Show up. You see what I'm saying? Get up and go for a walk. Show up. Get your blood pumping. Go for a jog. Show up. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said he can show up in your life, but he needs you to actually show up in order for him to be able to work these wonders in your life. All right? He said you are unstoppable, and he said continue. Continue. They can't stop. Nobody can stop God's plans for your life. And oftentimes, because these people know they can't stop God's plans for your life, this is why they try to use you to sabotage your own plans. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be a super powerful, a superhero. It doesn't mean you're gonna be a superhero and always be like ready to go. You're gonna have up and down days, and that's fine. It's fine. It's normal to have up and down days, but don't dwell in it. Don't dwell in it, and don't let that consume you. I noticed that whenever I have a day or two of, just needing to rest and feeling a little bit sick, and I'm like, you know what, God, I'm going to rest today, and he allows me to rest today, I noticed that the next day I may not be sick, but I may not have the energy to do anything because I just rested for 2 days. And it's like, because I rested for 2 days, my body has become accustomed to resting for those 2 days. So now the third day, it's kind of hard for me to get up and get moving because my body has become so accustomed to those 2 days. Oftentimes we fall into that trap, and you can't fall into that trap. You see what I'm saying? If you have to get business started, and there's things that you got to do, you got to start looking for inventory online. You got to start searching. You got to start reaching out to different companies to find the perfect inventory. Get up, show up. Show up. Don't give up. Just because 10 of them didn't respond back to you, or 10 of them were not good, does not mean you have to stop and give up. No, continue searching. Knock and it shall be answered unto you. Imagine you would have said, okay, you know what? I'm not going to search today for the logo, or I'm not going to search today for the website because I've been searching for the last week and I haven't found it. So I'm just going to say, forget it. I'm not going to search today. Imagine today is the actual day you find all that stuff, and you would have been looking back like, wow, I'm so glad I didn't let the devil get to me and let me just, you know, be discouraged all day and not actually do it, because had I not got up and actually searched today, I wouldn't have found it. I love when I don't know about y'all, but I love when I have moments when I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I did this, because I had not done this, you know what I mean, I wouldn't have what I have right now. I love when I have these types of moments, because it just lets me know that even despite the lack of faith sometimes we have, or even through the turmoils, God can surprise us. God can surprise us. Oftentimes when we're least expecting it. It's when we're least expecting it. Because when we expect things, we think about it, we talk about it oftentimes, and that's when the devil starts plotting. But when we don't expect certain things, we can't talk about it, we can't overly think about it, and oftentimes even the devil is outsmarted from God. You get what I'm saying? Like, the devil's never smarter than God, but he's always going to be outsmarted from God. But you see what I'm saying? But even he is outsmarted from God too. And he couldn't apply it at that time. You see what I'm saying? So the point of me saying this is God needs to show out in your life. And in order for God to show out, you need to show up. You need to show up. So whatever you got to work on, get up, get it done. Okay. And don't let anything slow you down. Take breaks if you have to take breaks, but don't let it consume you. Don't get too comfortable with taking breaks to the point where 3-4 days has passed, a week has passed, and you still ain't do nothing. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to be even more depressed, because you're going to start thinking about how much work you could have gotten done that week and you didn't do it. And that's going to make you feel even more discouraged. And that, you see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. It starts to pile up. And that's how the devil plays mental games on us. It's like they do stuff to make us sick, to make us nauseated, to make us tired. And then they have the nerve to use that to weaponize us because we were feeling sick. You see what I'm saying? That's how the devil works. You got to outsmart the devil yourself, okay? And you got to get up and you got to do whatever you need to do and let God show out in your life, okay? I love you guys. Get up. You are unstoppable, and continue. Love you guys. Bye.